Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Guys, when is a ceasefire a genuine attempt to secure the peace and when is it simply a PR strategy? It's a question that has been asked a lot lately, mostly in relation to the Russia's president. Short ceasefires are becoming quite the Kremlin thing. First, Vladimir Putin declared a 30-hour ceasefire of hostilities over Easter, portraying it as a humanitarian gesture. Now, the Kremlin leader has announced a 3-day unilateral truce for early May. It will run from 8 May to 10th May to coincide with events marking the 80th anniversary of the end of World War II. In a statement, the Kremlin said that for 72 hours, all the military actions would cease. It cited humanitarian considerations again and made it clear Moscow expected Ukraine to follow the same. In response to the proposal, Ukraine questioned why Russia could not commit to a ceasefire immediately and called for one to be implemented for at least 30 days. So, guys, if Russia truly wants peace, it must cease fire immediately. Minister Andriy Sybiha said, adding, "Why wait until the May 8th?" So, from the Russian president who launched a full scale invasion of the Ukraine more than 3 years ago, is this a sincere effort to end the fighting or simply a public relations exercise by the Kremlin to impress the Donald Trump? Kremlin critics will suspect this as a PR activity. During the extremely brief so called Easter ceasefire, Ukraine had accused Russian troops of violating it repeatedly. Moscow had used its announcement of a 30-hour pause in the fighting to send a signal to the White House that in this war, Russia is the peacemaker, and Kiev the aggressor. It accused Ukraine of ignoring what Moscow presented as an olive branch and of a prolonging the war. Recent comments by the Trump suggest the US president hasn't bought that. In a post on his Truth social platform at the weekend, Trump wrote that there was no reason for Putin to be shooting missiles into the civilian areas of Ukraine, cities and towns, and over the last few days. It makes me think, he added, that maybe Putin doesn't want to stop the war, he's just tapping me along and has to be dealt with differently through banking or secondary sanctions. Too many people are dying. This is what Trump commented. So, today's announcement of another Russian ceasefire, this one slightly longer, 3 days, and again that claim of humanitarian concerns. Another attempt to signal to Washington that the Kremlin has only the best of intentions, that Russia is really the good guy in all of this. If so, it doesn't appear to have worked. Not immediately. The White House press secretary Caroline Levitt noted Moscow's offer of a temporary ceasefire, but said the President Donald Trump has made it clear he wants to see a permanent ceasefire first to stop the killing and stop the bloodshed. He is increasingly frustrated with leaders of both countries, Levitt said. Also, President Trump and Zelensky held a private meeting in Italy at the weekend during Pope Francis' funeral. It's an indication that the US president may be losing patience now with the Kremlin, despite having directed most of its public criticism in recent months towards President Zelensky. Last month, the Trump administration was pushing both Russia and Ukraine to agree to a 30-day comprehensive unconditional ceasefire. Ukraine had signed up to that, but Russia did not. Already, senior Russian officials are using President Putin's 3-day ceasefire offer to try to cast Ukraine in a bad light. It is doubtful that President Zelensky will support the decision of our president and accept the ceasefire. The Speaker of the lower house of the Russian parliament, Volodin, told to the Russian state TV. So, guys, it's an hardly an encouraging sign so soon after the announcement of another brief ceasefire. So, guys, what are your thoughts on this? Is it a genuine effort to end the war, or is it just the another PR activity from the Russian president? Please let us know your thoughts in the comments and we would love to hear from you guys. If you like this video, kindly give it a thumbs up and share it with others. And also follow our channel for such amazing deep dives and breaking news daily. And I will see you guys in the next video.